First of all, apologies for the stinking cold I've got. I think it's level 7 man flu, which is the worst level. Um, wanted to talk about these things. BMX bikes, they really are back. It just seems to be a huge rise in popularity at the moment amongst kids that are eager to start learning to ride a bike, or looking for a bike through my project. Are asking for BMXs again, and for a long time they didn't. It would always be, have you got a mountain bike? Have you got a jump bike or something like that, or a proper mountain bike, a trail bike? But now I'm finding people are saying to me again. Now kids are saying, "Would you have a BMX in my size?" And I've had quite a few BMXs go out just in the last fortnight now. And it just seems to be huge again. I mean, I was born in '75, so I grew up through the '80s, and BMX was massive. And the thumbnail for this photo, that is me on my on my BMX with my fashionable shorts and my '80s BMX helmet, on the half pipe at one of the BMX parks. But yeah, it was a huge thing in the '80s, but then it seemed to drop off for a while. And I know people are going to say it's always been around and there's always been a following, and that's absolutely correct. But I'm noticing it now. I think it's the success of riders like Kieran Riley, Sasha, and like Charlotte Worthington, in the European Championships and the Olympics, did really, really well in the BMX. And YouTube, I think YouTube does a lot for BMX. I think it suits BMX videos really well suited to YouTube. It's a really good format for BMX, and I think it's really starting to make a huge comeback. And you've got like advertising campaigns, like I think Kieran Riley's in an Adidas campaign at the moment. So all that kind of mainstream sort of stuff that BMX kind of drifted away from, and it's coming back, and it feels like it did in the '80s again, when it was huge and we had the rally burners. Got a rally burner restoration coming soon, by the way. I'll be doing a video on that. It's an '82 tough burner. But yeah, in the '80s obviously we had the rally burners, films like BMX Bandits, E.T. of course with the famous BMX scene, the flying BMX. Yeah, but it's just brilliant to see these bikes making a comeback. I mean, this one came into the project yesterday, day before, and it's already gone. It's going. I'm going to give it a clean up and a check over, and it's going to one of the many lads on my list, and girls on my list at the moment, waiting for a BMX bike. So this 10-year-old lad is going to have it. There's a local skate park where he lives, just up the road from here, and it's always heaving. For a while it was more scooters than anything else, but the BMXs are really making a really strong comeback now. Excuse me with this cold. BMXs are making a huge comeback now, and it's really cool to see, because like my whole childhood, it's like the BMX was such an iconic thing throughout my childhood. I don't know if you can see those gloves up there, but those are like really old style BMX. They're actually from like the '80s. They're not mine, they're my mates, but I had a pair that was exactly the same in the '80s, and the helmets and the pads, and it was all such a cool thing. And arguably it's even cooler now. I mean, the bikes are superb, they look amazing. Yeah, but I'm just really pleased to see, like, whereas before I wasn't getting asked for that much in the way of BMXs, and they tended to pile up, within the project. I can't get enough now. I can't get enough BMXs. I've got a list of people waiting on BMX bikes. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people still want mountain bikes, and I do loads of road bikes with the local cycling clubs and things to help get kids started. But BMX is definitely on the rise again. And there's a guy local to me in Newport here, Matty Hemmings, who does BMX flatland classes for kids, which look amazing. I'm gonna have to go along one day and film one of them and do a bit of a video about it. Yeah, he does these flatland, sort of freestyle flatland BMX classes. And if you were born in the '80s, flatland BMX was massive. It was huge. so that kind of thing making a comeback is brilliant, you know. And I think it's great to see, and it's equal numbers of boys and girls as well. It seems to be something that is attracting as many, if not more, girls than boys at the moment, from what I can see. But yeah, just a bit of a talk really on the resurgence of BMX. I think it's a really good thing. Brings back memories for me, definitely, as you can see from the thumbnail photo. And yeah, let me know, are you riding BMX as an adult? You know, are your kids interested? Do you think BMX is on the rise again?